Hello, Tofadon here, with a commentary video on the release of Natlan in 5.0 and what implications its complementary updates have for players. It seems unreal to me that we have already completed 5-7 nations in Teyvat. This is only a testament to how much time has passed since Genshin's debut to the gaming world. Enough reminiscing and more comments on the somewhat problematic nature of releasing Natlan. For starters, Natlan is utterly gigantic. Conservative estimates on the storage minimums for Natlan is 12.35 GB, but it is suggested to have more than 30 GB to maintain high-spec gameplay. Not only does this endanger players who do play on mobile and low-spec devices, but it also foreshadows how much more space Genshin will take up on traveler devices in upcoming updates. Natlan has been teased to have multiple regions similar to Sumeru, with the jungle and desert regions. Characters like Kinich, Mualani, and Kachina will provide travelers with modes of transportation that facilitate exploration of such a large region. To imagine how much storage Natlan would require for Hoyoverse to provide travelers with more movement characters really puts things into perspective. Bouncing off of what I mentioned before, Natlan is going to be massive. This also means that travelers will have to explore this region to reap the most benefits from such a large consumer of storage. This will likely force players to be most invested into the game to be the most efficient at farming for upcoming characters. There are plenty of travelers who enjoy being casual enjoyers of Genshin. We all know how tedious it can be to grind large nations for a measly amount of primogems. This only exacerbates Genshin's problem about not being rewarding enough for travelers that are sometimes exploring gigabytes upon gigabytes upon gigabytes of land in future regions. One of the primary incentives that Hoyo offers players to keep them invested are new and novel characters that invigorate gameplay with their OP-ness, but this usually results in power creep like we see now in Genshin. It is already problematic how new characters like Neuvillette, Arlecchino, Navia, and Furina are disproportionately more powerful and efficient in their roles than their older counterparts. This leaves travelers with mains who belong to the older generations of main DPS lagging behind in terms of damage. That being said, if Hoyo manages to circumvent this problem through new mechanics, such as new artifact sets or patched elemental reactions, older DPS characters may make great comebacks. Similar to how Keqing was brought back to an A to B tier main DPS with the introduction of Dendro and its corresponding elemental reactions. According to the 5.0 live stream, we will finally get the Artifact Transmuter. The new Artifact Transmuter means you can get the perfect substats on set. This will definitely revolutionize Genshin by making farming that much easier. That being said, making these custom artifacts will require exclusive items that travelers can get from events and the Adventurer's Handbook. The free standard 5-star character will definitely be a change for the better, especially for travelers who main standard banner characters. Given only a small handful of standard banner 5 stars are actually used in today's meta, I can't say if this is a substantial change that will change the game for everyone, but I will say that the Genshin anniversary will be a lot more rewarding for travelers. I personally think this is one of the most important changes coming in 5.0. Genshin has had a long-standing mechanic that all travelers have experienced. If you haven't, you will one day. That is the 50-50. After all of the pain and grief that this mechanic has caused us travelers, we can finally say goodbye. Again, you can go to an update channel if you want more details, but in short, this new update will give travelers a 55-45 to get the featured character instead of a 50-50. 5% definitely doesn't seem substantial, but this change will definitely give travelers more confidence when pulling for characters they want. I don't want this video to be too long, and I think I've covered the gist of most of my thoughts. If you have gotten this far, let me know what you think with 5.0. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.